It's one stop for the entire family at the Y Factor Salon in Butler. Hair and nails for the ladies and a full-time barber for the guys. You'll get a great cut at a competitive price. The Y Factor is next to Corner Hardware on Ohio Street. Thunderstorms today, then a break before rain returns later this week. Your forecast is coming up. The weekend forecast originally called for a 40% chance of showers for yesterday, but we got a lot more than that. In fact, the storm that hit Bates County and caused damage in Butler came unannounced. There were no watches or warnings in place when winds picked up around mid-morning. Within a few minutes, tree limbs littered the streets of Butler, along with quite a bit of damage to some businesses along West 52. And in the middle of it all, the Bates County Sheriff's Office lost phone and radio communications, but good news, that problem was fixed in short order. Possibly the biggest single point of devastation was the collapse of the Mediacom radio tower located in South Butler. Witnesses say they could hear it bending in the wind and heard the sound of cable snapping just moments before it fell to the ground, causing damage to some outbuildings. The only good news is there were no injuries reported in Butler or Bates County due to this storm. Cleanup is expected to be ongoing for the next few weeks. The state of Missouri is set to be reopened this week, but don't get too excited. Most of the rules that were already in place will remain in place. During the month of May, we will be experiencing the first of 4 phases to be completed before life should be back to normal as we knew it. Anyway, for the next month, expect the 6-foot rule to stay in place, and most businesses will reopen but only be allowed 1/4 of their normal occupancy. Plus, there'll be an assortment of other rules at their discretion, which we may also expect from churches and other gatherings as well. And based on our math, the 4-phase program to reopen Missouri will take through August to complete. That comes with some variables, both good and bad. For example, if the infection rates stay down, rules may be relaxed a little. However, no one is saying what might happen if the COVID numbers spike back up. We can only guess they'll tighten the clamps again. While we recently were informed the annual D&D fireworks show in Amoret has been canceled, we're still waiting to hear the decision on the Bates County Fair, the Hume Fair, Rich Hill 4th of July celebration, and the annual tractor show in Adrian, all big events in Bates County. And as soon as we hear anything about those events, we'll let you know. Conveniently, as the Butler citywide cleanup is ongoing, on the heels of yesterday's storm, the Butler brush cleanup team will be busy on the north side of town to gather up tree debris. The cleanup crew will be spending a little extra time on the north side to make sure everyone has had time to get their stuff to the curb before starting on the south side next week. The Butler Public Library plans to reopen in phases as well. Starting on May 11th, patrons may call with a book request and have it delivered as you drive up. Hours will be 10 to 2 weekdays for this service. Call 660-679-4321 if you need more info. And with all the craziness going on, don't forget there is a local election on June 2nd. County Clerk Marlene Wainscott says voters who normally vote at Passaic will vote at the Butler High School gym. Likewise, voters in Mount Pleasant Ward 1, Mound, Shawnee, and Summit Townships will also vote at the Butler High School gym. And it's amazing what a little fresh paint can do, and when it's this important, it's got to be done. Russ Wisenand and Troy Trumbore, both who work for the emergency services at Bates County Memorial Hospital, took on the task of freshening the helicopter landing pad last week. In the name of safety, your efforts are greatly appreciated, guys. Weather is brought to you by Harrell Construction. Their commitment to quality and service is as solid as concrete. Scattered thunderstorms today will become more widespread this afternoon. We could see some hail and high winds, high today in the lower 60s. Rain moves out tomorrow. It'll be partly cloudy with a high close to 70, about the same for Wednesday. Then starting Thursday, we should expect afternoon thunder showers with a high in the low 60s. Then it'll be showers off and on with highs ranging in the 60s through the weekend. And that is Bates County Live News for now. Stay safe.